exporting organic foods to the US market. Welcome to this report on the technical requirements for exporting organic food to the United States. As global demand for organic product grows, the United States remains on one of the largest markets for organic food. However, gaining access to these markets comes with a strong regulatory and certification process. So this report will explore the key access requirements, the relevant standards, and provide recommendations on how companies in the organic food industry can successfully enter and thrive in the US market. You can see on the screen, organic food sales in the United States from 2005 to 2023 has only been increasing. So that means that the standards and the requirements for the exporters are very high. Research objectives. The primary focus of this report is to examine the technical requirements for companies looking to export organic food products to the United States, a market with a significant potential, but also a strong regulation. Objective 1. Identify the access requirements. Our first objective is to identify specific access requirements for exporting organic food products to the United States. These include understanding the various regulatory certification and market entry conditions that must be met. These requirements ensure that exported organic products align with U.S. standards, which are crucial for market acceptance and legal compliance. Objective 2. Investigate organic standards, accreditation bodies, and authorities. The second objective is to explore the relevant organic standards and accreditation bodies involved in both the country of origin and the USA. These involve examining the role of authorities such as the U.S. Department of Agriculture, which regulates the National Organic Program, as well as accredited certifiers that ensure compliance with these standards. Additionally, we will look into mutual recognition agreements that might simplify certification for exporters. Objective 3. Provide actionable recommendations. Finally, based on the findings, we will provide actionable recommendations to help companies better position themselves in the U.S. organic market. These recommendations will focus on how to efficiently navigate regulatory hurdles, optimize the certification process, and strategically align products offering with the U.S. consumer demands. The goal is to ensure that companies can not only meet the technical requirements, but also thrive in this competitive market. With these objectives, the report aims to offer a comprehensive guide for business looking to succeed in the U.S. organic food market. Literature review. The U.S. organic food market presents both significant opportunities and complex challenges for international exporters. The existing body of research provides valuable insights into these complexities, helping companies understand the critical importance of meeting regulatory standards. The importance of compliance with USDA organic standards. There was a study developed by Peterson in 2020 that emphasized the necessity for exporters to comply with USDA organic. These standards cover everything from how the organic food is grown, processed, and handled to how it is labeled for sale. Compliance is not just a technical formality. It is essential for ensuring consumer trust and accessing a growing market. For example, products labeled as organic in the United States must strictly follow the guidelines that prohibit the use of synthetic pesticides, fertilizers, and genetically modified organisms. The regulatory theory of compliance, discussed by Peterson, suggests that aligning early with these market-specific standards can reduce trade barriers. This is particularly important for companies in countries with different organic standards. Early alignment helps this streamline the certification process and avoid costly delays at the border or during products approve stages. Moreover, compliant products are more likely to gain faster entry into the U.S. markets and be readily accepted by consumers and retailers alike. Consumer demand and regulatory challenges. Further research by Green in 2019 takes a deeper look into how the U.S. consumer demand for organic products has influenced regulatory changes over the years. According to Green, the growth in organic food consumption has been driven by consumers who are increasingly concerned about the environment, health, and sustainable farming practices. This demand has led to stricter regulations as both consumer and advocacy groups push for more rigorous standards. For example, US consumers often expect organic products to meet higher environmental and ethical standards, which adds pressure on companies to ensure not only on regulatory compliance but also transparency in their supply chains. This can be a challenge for international exporters, particularly those coming from countries with less stringent organic standards. In response to these demands, the United States authorities have organic regulations, making it increasingly difficult for non-compliant or partially compliant products to enter the market. This is particularly true in sectors like organic dairy, meat, and specialty products, where consumer expectations for quality and certification are high. National Organic Program. At the heart of the regulatory framework governing the U.S. organic market is the National Organic Program. At the heart of the regulatory framework governing the U.S. organic market is the National Organic Program, also known as NOP. That NOP sets the official federal standards for the production, handling, and labeling of organic products. This is the framework within which all organic certification takes place. It is administered by the USDA. Companies looking to export to the United States must ensure their products are USDA organic certified, which means adhering to NOP guidelines throughout the production process. This includes everything from soil quality and pest control to the way crops are handled post-harvest. Compliance with NOP standards is non-negotiable. If a product fails to meet even one aspect of these guidelines, it cannot carry the USDA organic label. This label is critical for gaining access to the United States organic market. Additionally, that NOP framework also plays a crucial role in ensuring that organic products maintain consistently in quality. By governing everything from the farming methods to the final packaging, the program creates a level playing field for all market participants. This consistency is crucial for building consumer trust in organic products, which in turn drives demand in the United States market. Relevant standards and accreditation bodies. The key standard governing organic products in the US, as I said before, is the USDA Organic Standard, which is part of the National Organic Program, well known as the NOP. This standard ensures that organic products are grown, processed, and handled in a way that meets specific environmental and health guidelines. Accredited certifying agents like EcoCert and Quality Insurance International are responsible for certifying that imported organic products meet these requirements. In the country of origin, exporters must work with the NOP accredited certifiers to obtain the USDA organic certification. Findings and recommendations. Our research revealed several important considerations for companies exporting organic products to the United States. So, on the findings, first, we know that obtaining USDA organic certification is mandatory and should be prioritized early in the product life cycle. Companies must ensure their production process align with the NOP standards. Second, it is important to collaborate with accredited certifiers in both the country of origin and the United States. This facilitates a smooth certification process. And the third one is that exporters should stay informed of FDA food safety requirements to ensure compliance beyond organic standards. Based on these findings, we recommend that companies invest in organic certification expertise early on. Then, also, leverage mutual recognition agreements where possible to simplify certification. And lastly, engage in regular communication with the United States authorities and certifiers to stay updated on any regulatory changes. In conclusion, entering into the U.S. organic food market requires strict adherence to the USDA organic standards and food safety regulations. Companies that proactively align with these requirements and work closely with certification bodies and authorities are well positioned to succeed. By understanding these regulatory landscapes, business can not only access to the US market, but also build trust with consumers who increasingly demand certified organic products.